All right, I do want to welcome you guys to the Travorium back office deep dive. We call this documentation beats conversation. This is the part where we're actually going to go into our back office. We're going to open up Expedia. We're going to open up our site. We're going to absolutely blow your mind. I'm going to take you on a trip around the world. In fact, my wife and I were leaving for Venice, Italy this weekend. And so we're going to be in Venice. And then after Venice, we're going to Barcelona. After Barcelona, we're going to, we land in Newark. We're going to see our daughter in Philadelphia. And then when we're done there, we're going to San Antonio, Texas. And so I'm just going to take you on a trip with us. We're going to pull out the travel portal to see just how much money you could save with this membership. We'll compare to Expedia, right? Again, that documentation. We're going to show you the world tours. We're going to show you the free trip incentive. We're going to show you the getaways. I got some brand new places we're going to go. We're just going to go spin the globe and go around the world. I got to Jeff and Heather Trayfoot here. In fact, Jeff and Heather, by the way, just got back. In fact, Heather, I'm going to try to make you, that's interesting. Let me try to find you, Heather. I'm going to try to make you, Heather, a panelist. So Jeff and Heather just got back from Daytona, Florida. They had an amazing trip down there. I want them to kind of share their savings with you. Again, just so you can hear from everyday real people. In fact, Jeff and Heather are actually, back doing their regular careers right now. They both drive truck for a living. They each own their own truck. Okay, I just got you, Heather. They each own their own truck, and they're literally in 2 different states out doing what it is they do for a living. I mean, again, everyday real people. I love the fact that Heather, when she first learned about this, I've known Jeff now since like 1998, but I just met Heather in the past year. And of course, obviously, Heather, when you first learned about this whole thing, you were what would we call a little bit skeptical. And so you had to go and do your own back office deep dive. You had to go do all of your own comparisons, which you did. And of course, obviously, that turned you into the ambassador and advocate you are today. But we have Jeff and Heather. They're both out on the road right now, driving truck, delivering all the goods and services we take for granted at stores. And so, Heather, I want to go to you first, because obviously when you first learned about this whole thing, you were a little skeptical, and maybe kind of talk about that process of when you first learned about it to being skeptical to now you guys are taking trips all the time and saving huge money and having fun and all that kind of stuff.
I've never been subjected to anything in the network marketing really, other than what you hear from other people. Stay away, pyramid scheme, all the negativity you can think of. So when Jeff got that text about, hey, I've got this awesome thing, and take a look. I didn't get to read the entire text, but I saw a snippet of it and I rolled my eyes like, really? And he entertained it. It was his buddy, longtime friend. And then you guys popped on the line and everybody was talking about it. And I'm over there rolling my eyes. I'm not even kidding. I was rolling constantly. I'm like, no, this is not happening. And so the more you talked about it, though, the more you shared about your experience, and Ryan shared his, and oh my gosh, I'm brain farting on, is it Tony? Yeah, Tony shared his, you guys all shared things, and I'm like, okay, fine, I will look into it, but I'm going to find something purposely wrong, and I'm going to say no. And I did a full history deep dive on this company. Like, I went dark internet, that back search.
Dark internet. Went to the dark web.
Went to the dark web and went all the way back to its inception. They're really, shockingly, and I was disappointed, honestly, to not find something negative. Because I was very skeptical. It just seemed too good to be true. I think the wake-up call came when we started seeing the prices that we were able to pay. I've never been able to travel. Obviously, we travel in a semi, that's an oxymoron, but meaning like a vacation. And so I never could afford to. The prices are crazy. And so when this came along and I did my research and we finally came on board, I looked at it as a savings account for travel, meaning guaranteed I'm going to take 2 to 3 trips just on my account alone per year. But I was very skeptical because it seemed too good to be true. And now I can't, there's nothing to say that that's wrong with the travel business at all. It's been amazing. The places we have stayed are amazing. Even the people that work there are amazing. They cater to you there, and some of them are shocked at what we're paying when we check out, literally. So it's catching on, and I can't wait. I mean, it's blown up overseas, and once everybody here in the US starts to see the savings as well, it's, oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy. There's going to be so many more places too.
Yeah, unequivocally. And so Jeff, if you would, because you guys just got back, it was Jeff's birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff. You guys literally just got back from Daytona. You guys went to the Daytona 500 and you guys had the field passes, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, talk about where you stayed and the kind of money there, just tell me about the trip and what happened.
Well, it's all pause eating. I was eating so I don't get in trouble. But no, it was amazing. I mean, I've been a NASCAR fan, God, since before I met you. So I mean, God, you and I, we've known each other for what, 2 decades, and it was our daughter bought me the tickets last year on my birthday, and it just so happened that this year's race fell on my birthday. So it was we went there, and like you said, we had the pit passes, fan zone. We were down there, and then the hotel that we stayed at, we actually stayed in Orlando. Next year we'll actually stay in Daytona, but we were at the Wyndham World Mark Kingstown Reef. If I remember right, it was on our getaway package, and it retailed for 8 days, 7 nights was $1,350. And for that week we were there, we paid $540, $550. I mean, some people have had it at better, but the weekend of Daytona is hundreds of thousands.
We were lucky to get anything. A lot of stuff was sold out.
Yeah.
And I let Heather book the rental car, and she found that for the week it was about $300 for the week. And she went back the same place that we use in our back office. She went to their actual website, and for that exact same week, they wanted to charge over $1,500 just for the car.
So hold on, you saved how much on the rental car?
We paid $300. Their site wanted to charge over $1,500.
Wow. So you guys saved $750 on the resort, saved over $1,000 on the rental car. And a lot of times we don't even talk about the rental cars around here, but I mean, that's just an example of the kind of savings that people are realizing. And so for those of you that are here, again, this is our back office deep dive. We're going to open up the back office. We're going to go back in there and show you the specifics and give you examples of, what it is they're sharing. But I always like to just, if we can, always get some just, real human beings on here, everyday people that might've been skeptical when they first learned about it. Of course, some people ask that question, how are you guys getting better rates than Expedia? To which I always try to reply, we don't. We do not have better rates than Expedia. Expedia chose to jack the rate up, buy up every other travel site that you can think of so that they reflect a similar rate to make you believe that rate's the real rate when the real rate's actually down here. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. My own daughter going on her honeymoon, going to the Maldives, getting one of those bungalows where you have water all around you. You got the jacuzzi tub on the back deck and you can jump right into the ocean. You got the glass bottom floor. You can see the fishies swimming below your feet. Anyway, on Expedia's website, they go for 10 grand. On our site, same room, same date, same everything, 6 grand. So again, how'd you get a rate than Expedia? We didn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The rate is 6 grand. Expedia chose to mark it up to 10 grand, buy up every other site that you can think of. They own them all to make you, so as you go from site to site to site, well, it must be 10 grand. Everyone's got the same price. No, the real rate is 6 grand. They jacked it up to 10 grand. They're making $4,000 in that single booking. If you want further proof of that, you can simply go Google the top 10 internet companies in the world. You are going to see Google, Facebook, Amazon, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix, all the usual suspects. On that list of the top 10 in the world, you're going to see Expedia and Priceline. Now, at first glance, you think, well, yeah, Todd, that makes sense. I mean, we see their commercials every 5 minutes. We know they're big companies. But if you dive in just a little bit deeper and you suddenly realize these guys do not own anything travel related. They don't own a hotel. They don't own a car rental agency. They don't own a resort, a cruise line, an airline, nothing. How are they making billions and billions and billions and billions every single month, just like Amazon, Google, and Facebook, when they don't own anything travel related? Because what they do own is a monopoly. You go there, they're jacking the rate up. You don't know that because you check all the sites and all the sites at the same price. And what you didn't know is they own all the sites. They own every one of them. The Priceline and Expedia. We have a great video we can send to you that comes from NBC News Los Angeles. So this is not me saying this. This is NBC News Los Angeles that reported on this about a year and a half ago. They say you think you're price shopping, but you're not. And calling the hotel directly isn't going to help you either, because the hotel knows if they undercut Expedia's price, Expedia will take them off their platform. There goes all their traffic. There goes all their business. They're held hostage by Expedia and Priceline. They are the monopoly that is setting the price. When you get involved with our company, you can join our membership, which means you can now book at the travel agent rate. You can book without all the Expedia markup, without all the Priceline markup. That's why Jeff and Heather were able to book a resort and save $750. That's why they booked a rental car. They were able to save $1,000. Here in a little bit, I'll bring on my buddy Kyle out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'll have him share some of his stories. I mean, this guy's been on 29 different trips with our company. And I want you to realize that this man works in the resort business, has his entire life. I mean, in Las Vegas, this is a guy that knows resorts. Vegas knows a little something about resorts. And so he's been everywhere with our company. He's going to tell you just how incredible this is. Now, I'm kind of giving you guys, I know some of you might be new, just giving you this a little bit of backdrop that you can book at the travel agent rate. By the way, when you join our membership, you're going to earn these points every single month. Those points can be used toward actual vacations. We're going to talk about that in a couple of moments. But you, with our company, you can get 3 vacations per year. You get a trip incentive, which you can take right away. That does not require points. If you joined our company today, you could be on your first trip within 45 days. There's a trip you can take, does not require points. Then, 5 months from now, you'll have enough trip points to go on all kinds of places, 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. Just trade in your points and go. We have our world tours. As I mentioned, my wife and I were leaving to Venice and Barcelona this weekend. When we're in Barcelona, that's a world tour. We're going to be there at a 4-star property, breakfast included. Our entire price for the 5 days we're there is $260. That's our entire price, because we simply traded in our free points and we got that, particular location. So again, I'm going to open up the back office real quick, and I want to kind of take you sequentially through kind of what happened for my wife and I, because we learned about the company and we started using the service because our daughter played college softball. And so we were, going back to check all her games. I mean, they play multiple games a week and weekends, and we want to catch every game we possibly can. And so we're flying, we're living in hotels, we're living in rental cars. As you can imagine, this is getting expensive. So we find the program and we can now start booking hotels for huge money. What kind of huge money? Well, let me go take a look. Let me just go show you. This is that documentation beats conversation. So I pulled up the travel portal. In fact, I already loaded up a couple of quick examples, but I want to show you guys the back office. So I click on this here. We click on share link. Click that off so I don't get the gray shadows. Okay, so here we go, guys. So here we are in the back office. And when you become a member in our company, you log in, this is what you're going to see. Now, as you come over here on the left-hand menu, right, you'll see this membership services. You click on that. This is the travel site. That's where we're going to go first. Then we have our dining and shopping. By the way, you get $100 in dining and shopping credits every single month. All kinds of crazy ways to save money back there. All kinds of amazing deals back there. And what's interesting is that our thing is so incredible, we don't even talk about it. You get $100 a month. We don't even bring it up because the rest is so amazing. Like, oh yeah, plus you get dining and shopping. I mean, and again, there's some great deals. Entertainment portal. By the way, my wife keeps bringing up, you can save 35% on your Beyonce tickets. She wants to go. You could save over $1,000 on your Super Bowl tickets. You can buy movie tickets and concert tickets, Legoland tickets. We save $40 a ticket on Legoland, all kinds of excursions. And I mean, again, there's all these categories back there. There's a travel portal back there too, where if you can actually double check our travel portal, you can check their travel portal. Both are aimed at getting rid of the markup and helping you save an absolute fortune. This is the trip incentive. You can actually be on a trip. I'm just going to click on this real quick to get this one out of the way. You can actually be on one of these in the next 45 days. Now, where can I go? This does not require points. Doesn't matter if you join today. You can book your first trip 14 days from the day you join, and you can be on that trip 30 days later. Hence the 45 days from now, you can be on a trip. The question is, well, where can you go? Are there any blackout dates? Is there this? Is there that? Is there a contract? No, there is no contract. You can do this. You can cancel anytime you wish. This is all on want tos, no have tos. There are no blackout dates. You can go anytime. And on the trip incentive, you get to choose. These are in alphabetical order, not order of importance. Argentina, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, the Dominican Republic, Fiji, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, India, Indonesia, Italy, Ireland, Japan, Korea, Mexico, Malaysia, the Netherlands, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Philippines, Singapore, South Africa, Thailand, Turkey. You get the idea. There's lots of different countries. Now, you get one trip per year from this category. So I'm going to click on the United States as an example. Now, under the United States, there are 27 different places you can go. That means that if you simply stuck to the United States and you did one trip per year, it's going to take you 27 years just to go through the trips you're entitled to just in the United States. That's before you move to all of the other countries I just mentioned. And many of them have multiple places within their countries in your lifetime. You could never go on all the trip incentives. One trip per year, you could never go on them all if you're even, unless you're maybe if you're an infant and you live to be 125, right? But again, if you're an adult, you're never going to get to go on them all. But here is the list in the United States. Again, this is alphabetical order, not order of importance. Albuquerque, New Mexico, Atlanta, Georgia, Atlantic City, Boston, Branson, Cape Cod, Charleston, Chicago, Colorado, Daytona, Fort Lauderdale, Galveston, Grand Canyon, Gulf Shores, Lake Tahoe, Miami, Myrtle Beach, Nashville, New Orleans, New York City, Orlando. You guys get the idea. Phoenix, San Antonio, Texas, San Diego. All right. 27 different places that you can go. Now, in the United States, these happen to be 4 days. So these are great for little weekend getaways, right? It's President's Day, it's Veterans Day, it's whatever day. Hey, you know what? Let's hop over for 4 days. We've got 27 different states we can go to. A lot of them you can just drive to. And let's go for a little 4-day holiday. Absolutely incredible. Some of them are longer. For example, this trip in Thailand has been unbelievably popular. I know that Thomas Flowers went on this trip. Al Holmes went on this trip. I've seen the videos. I mean, again, incredible, but this is not Thailand. I click on the wrong button. Let me try this again. Thailand. All right, here we go. So in Thailand, you guys can go to Bangkok, which is 5 days, 4 nights. But if you go to Koh Samui, it's 8 days. If you go to Phuket, it's 8 days. Now, everyone I've known has gone to Phuket. And again, this is where you have an upstairs, downstairs, you have a kitchen, living room, a balcony off your bedroom in the upstairs, a swimming pool with a privacy wall. They bring you fresh water every single day. This is a 4 or 5-star resort all day long. You're going to be there 8 days. Now you have to pay the tax on the trip. You're thinking, aha, I knew there was a catch. The tax is like $130. And so you got to pay the tax of $130, and then you can book this trip 8 days in Thailand. And again, this is just one of the countries. You got the United States, you got Thailand, and all those other countries I showed you a moment ago where there's varying days. In Mexico, it's 6 days. In fact, you know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to bring on Kyle because Kyle, one of his favorite trips ever was the free trip incentive to Cancun in Mexico. I'm trying to grab Kyle here. Okay, so Kyle, you are now a co-host. Feel free to come on if you don't mind and just kind of maybe share with people the free trip incentives. I know you've been on how many trips now? 28, 29?
29. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure can. So you've been on 29 trips. So let me put the 29 trips to the side. And because we're talking about the free trip incentive, just talk about the free trip incentives you've been on. And in particular, start with, I believe it's one of your favorite trips ever, the trip you did to Cancun, Mexico.
Okay, yes, okay. I've gone to Cancun 3 times, Ensenada twice. That's a side thing because it was cruises both times. But it's hard to judge which one is the best trip because there was different amenities and different everything on all 3 trips. But all first, second, and third is the Cancun trips. So the first time I went, the first and the third time I went was incentive trips, meaning I only paid resort fee and taxes. So the first place was Vedanta Properties Mayan Palace. And it's a 300 square acre property compound that had a full golf course, a water park, about 20 different swimming pools. 15 of them were connected. You could swim from one to the other, and it was right next to the beach. So if you didn't like fresh water, the ocean was right next to you. They had got fine dining, restaurants every place, and they had a grocery store because you could pick if you wanted to have your own kitchen. And that was $39. It was at the beginning of December, so Christmas decorations was every place. They had a Christmas tree in the middle of the compound that was about 30 feet high, and they had large Christmas ornaments that were like 8-10 feet tall, so you could stand right next to it and take pictures. And so it was just, it was magical being there. And that was the first time I was in Cancun. And that was $98 when it was supposed to be $2,800. The second time was an all-inclusive, and I met all of my Travorium family there and had fun at Grand Palladium Costa Mujeres. And that was a great trip too. Great pools every place, perfect weather. And I just took so many pictures, it was crazy. Every time I think of something that happened, I could make a whole nother movie with everything that I had. And the third time I went was last September, and I was trying to connect with the World Tour at the same time, but it ended up being locked out because it was a compound and they didn't let other guests come there. But I thought I was going to be smart and book the all-inclusive, which was at a boutique resort in Cancun as well, Puerto Morelos, and it was called the Fives Oceanfront. It was a boutique resort, so it was a smaller resort, the biggest building in the area, best view, had an infinity pool on the top of the building. It was like he owned the place because it was so quiet and chill. It was about 8 people on the top of the resort. So it was about five servers there. So it was like you had your own server because it wasn't that many people around. And you could just see, it was a clear day. The clouds was holding back the sun. And it was just like you pressed a button and everything was perfect temperature. Really great view. And they had a pool downstairs and a Jamaican restaurant owned by, believe, Bob Marley's son or grandson.
Did you eat there?
Oh yeah, great
Pretty good food.
Great food, great service. They gave you a kitchenette at this. Well, it was a kitchen in my suite, but I didn't cook. You know, so many restaurants in the area. They had fresh fish, fresh seafood. You could have gone out on a boat and got it yourself. That was the third time I was there, and it cost me resort fee and taxes $385. It was supposed to be $4,400, and so people were there as a they bought timeshares there, and it was $39,000 for the timeshare. So either the people owned it and getting the same stuff that I got, or they were paying $4,400 to be there for that specific week. and I was there for $385 getting the same thing. And I didn't even get it as an all-inclusive.
Incredible. Yeah. So by the way, so the first one was the free trip incentive. And then of
Yep.
course you talked about two different ones. In fact, you did a free trip incentive, you did a world tour, and then that was a getaway, right?
Yes,
So that's what's awesome about your Cancun is you've done all three types of trips
yes.
to Cancun. I mean, one from each category, which I'm going to get into. And I'm going to have you come back on a little bit, Kyle, and just talk about some of the other trips you went on too. But I want to, for everyone that's here, I want to jump into the travel portal real quick. Because this is kind of, the basis of where we start with our savings, right? Which, showing people how they can book at what I call the travel agent rate. They can obviously, book without all of the typical markup. So I'm going to go back here to the thing. We'll click on share screen. Okay, so here we go. So we're back to the main page here. And so over here under membership services, you're going to see the travel site. And under the travel site, you can book rental cars, cruises, excursions, all kinds of things you can do. Now, I went ahead and I did a search, and you can see the date range here, March 12th through March 17th, 2023. That's right here at the top where my mouse is. You can see that I did the search in Miami Beach, Miami, Florida. Okay. And when you do a search on our site, you're going to see me do some live searches in a moment. I did this while Kyle was talking. I'm going to do some live ones in a moment. When I did the search, it actually pulls in from all these different travel feeds. We have like 10 to 12 different wholesale feeds that come into our engine. And then it's going to search amongst all of those feeds who happens to have the best deal based on the date range you've selected at that particular moment. And if you guys play with the date range, you can change the date range. You go back, oh, wow. Yesterday it was this hotel, and today it's this hotel, because the person that has the best deal at that moment might have changed, right? Based on occupancy rates and all these other factors that dictate the travel industry. But at the moment, we pull this up and you can see right here, the Four Seasons, we can save 85%. And now you might be thinking, well, that's a pretty high end kind of place, right? Well, let's go over here to the Hyde Beach House Hollywood PR Suites. You can save 85% here. Now we're going to click on this place, and then we're going to go over to Expedia, and we're going to do a little bit of a price comparison. By the way, I just lost the place. So hold on, we'll redo the search. I did the search and waited too long, so we'll do it again, which is just as good. That way you guys get to see it. So here we go, Miami Beach. Click on that. We click on our date range of the 12th through the 17th of March. We click on search. So it's going to pull it up fresh all over again. So what it's doing this very moment, searching 2 million hotels and apartments, checking for availability. It's doing all these different kinds of calculations. And then it's now sorting out of all those places that are available, who's got the best deal. It's comparing to other sites right now. You're going to learn that in a moment. Our site is actually pulling the retail pricing from other sites. So when we tell you that something's 85% off or something's 60% off, we actually mean it. Okay. I mean, we're actually pulling a real comparison. So you'll see here, it says 85% off. You'll see the suggested retail is $11,000. We're going to go put that to the test, see if that's true. And then we're saying that our price with taxes is $1,693. Okay. And this could work. We'll select the room. That could go up based on the room, not by much. I mean, it might be $2,000, right? But we're going to go put this to the test. Is this 85% really 85%? Or is this like one of them people that they jack it up super high? They just claim it's 85% and it's not really a savings at all. So that's what we're going to go test. So here's Miami Beach, Florida. And again, you can check that date range, the 12th through the 17th, 2023, Miami Beach, Florida. Everything's exactly the same. We're now going to search for the hotel we found a moment ago. And we're going to click on the search. This is Expedia's website, and they pull up the place. So we click on this. So we're waiting for Expedia to load everything up here. Wait for them to load up their rooms. Okay, so here we go. We got a 2-bedroom suite here with an ocean view. And by the way, guys, look at this. It is 62% off. Can you believe it? 62% off. Our buddies at Expedia are looking out for us, okay? So we're going to click on reserve. Let's go reserve this room. When we scroll down here, 62% off, guys. And here's the price. It's $11,084. Again, this is for the same the property here with an ocean view. So we're going to click back over to our site here real quick. We're going to go back here and we're going to search the room. Here's pictures of the place. We got maps of where you're located. You're right on the beach. Now it's showing you the various kinds of rooms. Now, they had a 2-bedroom with an ocean view. So let's scroll down and see if we can find the same place here. Here we go, 2-bedroom suite with the ocean view. Okay, we're going to click on book. And you can see right here, by the way, it's $2,197. That does include taxes. Now, remember, we said that the retail price was $11,000. That's what it said on our site. As we get over here, what's the retail price on Expedia? $11,084. They're claiming this is 62% off. Okay, guys. Again, our price is $2,132 for the same room that Expedia is saying 62% off, and it's $11,000. That is the Expedia markup. That's why they're a top 10 internet company in the world. That's why they're making billions and billions and billions. And when you get rid of all of that markup, the real price, by the way, guys, is the price we're showing you. We don't make money off travel. We make money when people join the membership, which means you can save a bloody fortune. But you can see that it really is 81% off. You can see that the retail rate really is 11,000. And so what I'm trying to demonstrate to you is that when our site tells you something, it actually means it. This is not some Expedia 62% off, right? This is a real, real 80% off. And when we tell you the retail price is 11,000, which you see right there, we can come back over here and verify that sure enough, the retail price is $11,000. So we actually mean what we say. Imagine that. So now I'm going to just take you on a trip around the world. We're just going to go and check out some various places and just kind of have some fun with our back office. Now, we're not always 84% off. That's the first thing I want you to know. I wish it always was 84%. Sometimes it's only 30%, sometimes 20%, sometimes 50%, right? But let's just go do some places around the world here and have a little fun. So let's click on Boston. My wife's a big Boston fan. Here we go, Boston, Massachusetts. We got our date rates. Click on search. She loves the Patriots. So here we go. We're checking. It's going through all those various sites. It's checking to see who's got the best deal. Doing all of its searching right this very moment. So wait for it. Here we go. And if you want to go to Boston, Massachusetts, you can save 54%. 54%, guys. Now, not everything's 54. This place here is 50. This place here is 49. Scroll down, 44, 38, 37. But you can come back here and do price comparisons. And you're going to find out that when we say the suggested retail, just like we showed you before, is $1,283. It really is $1,283. You really did just save $687 compared to Expedia if you went and booked the same place. Now, let's just continue to go around the world here. As I mentioned to you guys, I'm going to Venice. We're going to be leaving this weekend. So let's just pull up Venice, Italy. Venice, Italy. If you guys want to come on vacation with us, it's not too late. Go get some tickets. We're going to get you a hotel room right now. Let's take a look what we got. And part of the reason I'm choosing the Venice is because I'm going to be there this weekend. When I'm done, I'm going to go to Barcelona. We're going to go to Barcelona. And then I fly to Newark, and then I fly to San Antonio. So I'm just going to take you on the path that we're actually going. So here we go. Save 56% right here in Venice. If you go over to Expedia's website, you're going to see that this place costs $3,000, whatever dollars. I can put on my reading glasses right here. Hold on. So it costs $3,313.20. And if we went over there, you're going to find out that that's in fact true. I just showed that to you a moment ago, that this is in fact a real 56% off. And you just in fact saved $1,847.90. Guys, that's a real place. We're going there this weekend, right? To Venice. Now, when we're done with Venice, we're going to Barcelona. The reason I'm doing this is to show that I'm not just handpicking these places. This is the actual trip we're taking. This is where we're going. So Barcelona, Spain. Let's just click on that. See what kind of money we can save in Barcelona. Well, if you've never been to Barcelona, absolutely amazing. They had the Olympics there not that long ago. It's right on the ocean. All of the European history. They got a famous monastery there. They got this massive cathedral right in the middle of the city. It's iconic. They have these incredible gardens that, again, go back hundreds of years, and they go all the way up this mountain, and you get a different view every time you go. So, okay, here's Barcelona, Spain. And here you go right out of the gate. You can save 52%. If we go verify that like we did a moment ago, you're going to see it's a real 52%. Here's a place that's 44%. Here's a place 38%. Here's a place 35 or 38%. Again, we are saving people an absolute fortune on travel. So let's travel here again. Let's change up the place where we're going. And we're going to put in Newark, because that's where I'm flying, Newark. And then we'll even change the date range here. And we will go March 20. Just in case you guys are thinking, well, this week no one's traveling. So I've changed the city. I've changed the date range, right? I'll be in Newark. I'm flying from Barcelona, I'm going to Newark. We're just going to check and see what we get. Doing final calculations. And here we go, right out of the gate, 62% off, 51% off. So if we want to go to this place here, the Hilton Garden Inn, and you remember New Jersey, Philadelphia, New York, this is like a tri-state area. So although I'm flying into Newark, this is a very close hotel to the airport. This is in New York City, which is right there. And of course, the retail price, $2,500. Our price, $1,023. You just save $1,500. I want you to think about that, guys. You save $1,500. You only paid $1,000. You saved 1.5 times more than you even spent. I mean, this isn't 10% off. So going back to my wife and I, when we got involved with the company, our daughter played college softball. We're living in hotels, living in rental cars. You just heard Jeff and Heather saved $1,000 on their rental car. We did the same thing. By the way, on the hotels, you're seeing how much money we saved on the hotels. Come to find out, we were not the only parents of the softball players and other players that wanted to save money on travel. So we instantaneously got 3 people who wanted to sign up. Well, in our program, when you get 3 people who sign up, the points are no longer costing you money. The membership is no longer coming off your credit card, no longer coming out of your bank account. When you get 3 people, you have the ongoing membership at no cost to you in any way, shape, or form. But you're also earning points every single month. Well, what can I do with those points? Well, let's go back to the back office, and you can come over here to the Dreamcation platform, and we have our World Tours and we have our Getaways. You can take these free points and you can apply them to trips like I'm about to show you right this very moment. So I just pulled up our World Tours. This is our World Tour platform. I could say just a few years ago, we had 2 World Tours. Then we had 7 World Tours. This year, we have over 100 World Tours. So guys, we keep adding World Tours. We keep doing more and more World Tours all the time. Now, as I mentioned to you guys a moment ago, to show you guys I'm not just hand selecting, I'm going to Barcelona, Spain. I'm going to be on that particular World Tour. There's the famous cathedral I told you about right in the middle of the city. You got the incredible mountains that surround the place. This is the resort that we're actually going to be at. It includes breakfast every single day for my wife and I both. We're going to be there 5 days, and our total price is $260. How did we get that price? We took our free points. We tricked, because remember, you get 3. We told 3 other parents, they signed up. In fact, by the way, my wife has an account. I have an account. She told 3. I told 3. We're both earning free points every single month. So we doubled up on the trips. We doubled up on everything. And so we can take the points and go on trips just like this. Now, let me back out real quick and let's go take a look at some other places. In fact, I was talking just today to Cameron. He actually works at the corporate office. And I mean, he just said, man, he was asking me questions about flights. And I told him how we earn our flights for free with the credit card. My wife went and got one of those Chase preferred cards, and we charge everything on it. If we buy gas, it goes on the Chase preferred card. We buy a Domino's pizza, it goes on the Chase preferred card. We go to the grocery store, it goes on the card. We pay the gas bill, the electric bill, the water bill, it goes on the card. Everything goes on the card. We earned 7 round trip tickets last year. We're getting free airfare just through our everyday spending and earning the points from the credit card company. Then we came over here. She told 3, I told 3. We're getting free points, which we're trading in for all kinds of vacations. So a guy who actually works for the company today said, man, I've been looking at this trip. Man, this trip just looks unbelievable. All kinds of dates you can go. It's only $304. It's Lake Geneva in France. Now let's go take a look at this place real quick. Click on view resort information. All right, so there's the hotel you're going to be at. Lake Geneva, this is at a Hilton, okay? And we're going to scroll down here. We can get resort images, and we can get images of where you're at. We're going to click on resort images first. So this is the resort that you're actually going to be staying in. This is the hotel lobby. There's the outside of the place. You're right there on the lake. Again, just showing that you're right there on the lake, surrounded by the mountains. I mean, here you are hanging out, sipping coffee. I mean, look at this unbelievable view. And again, you're back to the swimming pools. I just want to show you the resort first, that this is an incredible resort. Now, why would you want to go to Lake Geneva? Well, let's take a look at the kind of scenery. You can see it. I don't know why the pictures aren't bigger. They usually get bigger on me. Not sure where that is, but here's the scenery of Lake Geneva. And as you can tell, that this is just an unbelievable place to go to. And again, guys, you can take those free points, trade them in, and go here for $300. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Now, this is not the only place you can go to. We'll scroll back over here. We've shown Dubai quite a bit in past. We're going to choose a different place this time. We're going to scroll down here a little further. How about Malaga, Spain? So you want to go to Malaga, Spain. Again, this is the resort you're staying at. Look at that horrible view that you have. Oh my gosh, look at the inside, right? I'm being funny when I say horrible view. I mean, this place is absolutely incredible. This is you're going to get a deluxe room with an ocean view, okay? This is a 4-star hotel. You're going to be here for 5 days for $215. Let's go down here and click on view resort information. So we click on this. And again, we scroll down. Let's take a look at the resort images. See, the pictures are big now. So here's this little outdoor bar that you can go to. And as you can tell, you're right on the ocean. Again, you're up there by the swimming pool on the sun deck, overlooking the incredible view of the ocean. And so just scrolling through the pictures, they obviously got the water slide, swimming pools, and cabanas. And I mean, this is an incredible place. And again, you are here for $200 and something. Now, these are not the only places you can go. These are our world tours. We have over 100 of those all over the world, including the United States. But let's go click on the getaways for a moment. Now, in the getaway section, these are 7 nights, 8 days, typically, not all. Some are 3 nights, some are 4 nights, but most of them are 7 nights, 8 days. We have 454,000 weeks to choose from here. There's no blackout dates, none of that type of stuff. It's live inventory. So you may see something here today and it's gone tomorrow. And you may not see something here today, but tomorrow you come back and like, oh my gosh, look at this new place. Hey, let's book that one. So I'm just going to take you guys again on some different places around the world to show you some the things you can do. And because we're in the United States, I'll come back to the US real quick. And we'll click on this. I mean, everybody always asks about Disney. So we're going to go to Disney real quick. Click on the Disney area. So we want to go out a couple months here and take a look for a trip. So we click on search. So this is now combing through all of the properties that we have there in the Disney area. Now, by the way, if you notice that I selected a date in May, so, this is still the height of, spring break and people getting married and graduations, all those kinds of things. So right now it pulled up 69 different places that you can take these points that most of our members are earning for nothing. Remember, if you share this with 3 people, your points cost you nothing, but maybe you're paying for your points. Either way, it's still an incredible value. And these are the 69 different places that you can go. So let's just click on the Westgate Village here. We'll take a look at this place, Westgate Vacation Villas. So these are the photos of the place. So let's look at what kind of place we're staying at here. By the way, check this out, guys. You have a jacuzzi. You see the columns, the Roman columns there? You got a jacuzzi inside your bedroom. You got obviously incredible swimming pools. This, by the way, this is your unit. You got a full kitchen. This is your, you got the bar over there where you can sit and eat. Here's a kitchen table you can eat. Here's the spiral staircase that takes you up to your rooms. Outdoor of the property. This is inside your living room of your unit. Again, swimming pools, right? You get an idea, pretty nice place. So we scroll down here and let's see what kind of we can do here. You can come here, you can get a 2-bedroom, full kitchen, 3 bathrooms. It sleeps 6 people. And you could be here May 20th through May 27th for $154 after trading in your points that for a lot of people cost you nothing. So you were literally here, sleep 6 people, 3 bathrooms, full kitchen, amazing Westgate Resort right outside of Disney. Now, If you come June 18th through June 25th, the height of vacation season, it's not $154, it's $386. Now remember, you're here 8 days. So let's break out our calculator and we say, well, I'm here $386 divided by 8 days. I'm paying $48 a day. Guys, you can't go to the Roach Motel where they steal your towel for $48 a day. And here you're at a beautiful 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom, full kitchen, sleep 6 people. You just saw the pictures a moment ago. Absolutely incredible place. We have these kinds of places all over the world. But let's change up the venue. Let's change up where we're going. Let's go over here and click on, where do you want to go? Let's go over here and let's just check Africa out. When do we want to go to Africa? So I'll go out to the same date range I chose a moment ago. I've got a couple of months here. Click on search. Let's take a look what they got in Africa. So right now it's searching all of the different properties we have there and pulling up all that usual stuff, right? So there's 18 different places in the month of May that we could go to Africa. So here's this Neptune Beach Club. Let's click on this real quick. Click on the pictures. If you guys can't tell, this is obviously a pretty incredible place where you can go stay. I mean, look at the swimming pool. It's ocean front. I mean, you got a beach right there with all the palm trees right on the water. You got the whole kind of tiki hut kind of style, theme to the place, with all the palm trees. So we can come here. There's your location. You get a 1-bedroom with a full kitchen. 1 bedroom with a full kitchen, May 20th to May 27th for $0.00. Nothing, nada, goose egg, cero dinero. It translates in every language, okay? Let's back up. Maybe you don't want to go here. So we scroll down, we're checking out other places in Africa. Now, by the way, for those of you that don't know, my last name is Strand, okay? So we got to go check out the Strand Pavilion Resort. Maybe I have a distant relative that owns this place. I need to find out. All right, so we go to the Strand Pavilion Resort. Let's click on the pictures. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So we have a room that's ocean front. You can tell this place is built right here on the beach. I mean, literally hanging over the beach. When you're in the swimming pool, I mean, look at that view. You got the mountains there, the ocean there. Obviously, you got some kind of a place up here on the roof. Looks like they got a view of the city in addition to the ocean. All right, we scroll down here. What kind of deal can we get at the Strand Pavilion? We can get a 1-bedroom with a full kitchen, June 23rd to June 30th for $152. Ocean front. Okay, ocean front. Well, let's back up real quick. Let's go some other place real quick and check it out. Let's assume we want to go over here and we say, let's go to Mexico. Let's just see what we got in Mexico. So here we are in Mexico. We have 56 different places to choose from for this date range that we've now selected, right? 56 different places. All these places here, 100% off, 100% off. These are all places you can go for nothing. Just trade in your points and go. Now, these initial ones are always going to be 4 days, 3 days, 4 days, 4 days, 3 nights, right? Most of our places are 7 nights, but we're just quickly going through all of the shorter nights first, right? It kind of displays those first. So as we scroll down here, we start to get into some different places that are 7 nights. No, these are 4 nights. So let me go to page 2 here. I want to get to the 7 nights. So here we go. Okay, now we're getting into 7 nights here. And so we're just scrolling down, looking, and let's check this place out. So this is the Park Royal Beach Resort by Royal Holiday. So we click on the pictures. Guys, that is your bedroom. Look at that. That is your bedroom with the ocean view. They got a gym. You can tell it's right on the ocean. This is your bedroom. You got a bedroom back there. You got the little living room out here. This is where you're eating breakfast. You can see the mountains in the background right there. Look at the swimming pool. I mean, you got the infinity pool with the beach right there in the ocean, right? Again, I mean, this is where you're staying. This is your home. You got a kitchen here. So let's scroll down. What kind of deal can we get here? Right on the ocean. Now you guys can come here for 7 nights, 8 days for $44 if you come in May. If you come in June, it's $153. If you want to get a 1-bedroom with a full kitchen and the height of vacation season, guys, June 17th through June 24th, kids are out of school, it's $197. I mean, whose side are you on? And so I'm just giving you guys kind of a tour of the back office and some of the various places that you can go. I've kind of showed you, Expedia price for our price, the hotel site. But what I want to do real quick is I want to bring back on Kyle, who's been on 29 different trips with the company. And kind of, Kyle, as I'm kind of going through this, are you getting inspired to go out and go on another trip?
Oh, yes. But I just have so many in the burner waiting. There's so much I want to say when I get on the screen. It's so frustrating. I've saved nearly $20,000 with those 29 trips. Last year, I took 10 of them and I saved $6,696 last year. And yeah, every time you were talking about one of the places to go, I'm like, okay, I remember doing a search and finding this place and that place. So just thinking of so many things at the same time. It's crazy. I was doing quotes for shout out to Rocky, Tracy, and Roger. That I was doing quotes for these people just to show them the prices that we have. Rocky wants to bring his family to town. He is a hockey player and he's coming during March Madness. So the middle of March in Las Vegas, Nevada, the prices go up and down. The Roach motels are going to cost $500, so I mean, that's how crazy it is. So anyway, I was doing some searches and I found a couple of properties, 3 days on our platform, 3 days for free, right across from the MGM, right next to the Tropicana. You could stay for 3 days for free at a place that's called the Oyo, which is an Indian company, but it used to be the Hooters property. So there's deals, even though it's busy times, there's so many different deals. Another one that's coming up, one place that David and Adela Hart likes and Daryl and Maria Roberts just stayed at, the Desert Blue.
Yeah, the Wyndham Desert Blue.
Yeah, Wyndham Desert Blue. $74 for 6 days to stay there during March Madness, the 15th. So there's just so many phenomenal properties that you can get wonderful deals on just by using our platform, and it always changes. I did a search for somebody and a friend of mine, and he wanted to go to Dominican Republic. I did a search on our getaways and found an all-inclusive that would have been free. How is that possible? How is that possible?
Travorium.
So there's just so many different deals and it changes all the time. So it's just a great company and great products. So just be a product of the product, just like Daryl says. Shout out, Daryl.
Hey, I heard somebody call my name. I was on another Zoom and we just finished up and some of them are coming over to this Zoom. So I heard my name being called, so I came on. What's happening, guys?
Hey, Daryl, how you doing, buddy?
Not much.
Unbelievable, man. We're meeting some of the most amazing people on the planet. Just some great people, Todd, all day today, all of last year. I mean, just some of the people we're meeting are just phenomenal. And then you see the energy that Kyle brings to the table. I mean, he is the #1 advocate for saving money in this company. Unbelievable, buddy.
Yeah, Vex, he was just talking about a place, Joe. I'm going to pull it up real quick because he was talking about going here for March Madness, right? So everybody that out there, that what Kyle was just talking about, here's the Club Wyndham Desert Blue. This is a place that Daryl and Maria were at, not but a week ago. They were there for Valentine's Day. They had a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, right? You guys have never seen this place. We'll just take you through some pictures. They built this place in the last 5-6 years. I mean, absolutely incredible, brand new, it's brand new, guys. I mean, what's up is brand new. It's super nice, right? Amazing swimming pools, amazing vistas, right? Click off that. And as Kyle mentioned, you could be here for 7 nights, 8 days for $84. We'll scroll down here. Here's a 1-bedroom with a partial kitchen, $233. Here's May 12th through May 19th, $84. 7 nights, 8 days. April 14th, $134. Here's a 1-bedroom with a full kitchen, May 5th through May 12th, $84, right? And so, I mean, this is what Kyle was just talking about 2 seconds ago. But since you brought it up, Kyle, I mean, again, documentation beats conversation. I'm just showing people that, hey, when you bring this stuff up, you mean it. I mean, there's the proof.
Well, Todd, we actually paid, we were there for the entire week for $24. I mean, guys, there's nothing out there. I mean, it was a 2-bedroom. We had a 2-bedroom suite. I don't know if we're going to show you the video, but Todd, Maria just found this. So since you're actually doing the deep dive and showing this, we're just going to show you a place in San Diego. We were there last weekend and it was amazing. We saved $430 at this 4-star place. It was beautiful. We've been showing the video the last couple of days, but Maria also went and found this. She's bringing it up. And this was a comparison of our site and, of course, I think it was booking.com. And when you guys see this, Todd, this is, again, there's people that are going to stay here at this price that we're going to show you here. And literally, it's there. You guys can see it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Well, you guys were looking kind of amazed, so I should have known. I was like, But
yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, literally
what's the
they're
price?
advertising 1,557 and you guys got it for 515. By the way, Daryl, I showed people that place a moment ago in Miami Beach. And I went and did the comparison. I pulled it up. Our suggested retail was 11,000. Our actual price was 2,000. I pulled up Expedia. Sure enough, it was $11,000, proving our suggested retail is always pretty close. It's pretty much right on. And they were claiming that it was 66% off or 62% off when you paid your 11 grand. And we had the exact same place, exact same room, exact same everything for $2,000. I mean, I want to meet the dude that didn't get the 62% off. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
claiming 11 grand was 62% off.
Well, I don't know. Again, these companies, a lot of people are still finding out, Todd, every time we do a presentation. And for the first time, they hear that 2 companies actually own 95% of all of the booking sites that are out there. People are blown away. They had no idea. And then when we show the news, Eyewitness News Channel 4 actually telling us that people are blown away on how they kind of collaborate, collude, if you will, monopoly, if you want to use that word, and how people think they're going from one site to compare, and they're just getting jacked sideways because they have no clue. But I mean, look at the difference in the price on that one, $515 that we have, and they're asking $1,557. Same room, same everything, same day, all of that. That's what, $1,000 difference, roughly. So by being a member, people are going to go there this weekend and save $1,000. What would you do with that $1,000 back in your pocket? Maria just said shopping.
Exactly. I was going to say, Gina's got something better to do with $1,000 to give it to the hotel or give it to Expedia.
Exactly. Hey, Ty, quick question. One of the questions we had on the Zoom we were just doing, we're doing multiple simultaneous Zooms. It's so amazing what's happening right now. But Rashandra, she may be on here right now. She was asking, does anybody speak Bosnia? I think it was Bosnia. Is that a derivative of Russian? I know the Russian team is exploding. Would that be a part of that language? She said Bosnian.
I've never heard that language, but I mean, obviously, I think it's an Eastern European language. So I will ask Marina and some of the other people if someone happens to speak that language, and I'll find out.
Okay. So
By the
again,
way, while you were talking, you'll crack up, Daryl. So this is Antonio.
Antonio. Okay.
Yeah, and you see putting green, or
Yeah.
this guy put in my putting green, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so he puts in my putting green. Of course, he said, "What do you do for a living anyway?" And we got this travel thing, right? Hey, well, I'm looking to go to Hawaii, so I sent him some screenshots and pictures of places he can go. Right? He literally just called me 2 seconds ago, and he says, "Where are you? Busy right now? I'm with my brother and my wife and my sister-in-law who want to hear more about the company." I'm like, I go, "Look, I'll call you in 2 minutes." Right? I mean, guys, you literally have people calling you saying, "Please tell me more about what you're doing." And by the way, oh my gosh, guys, we have our CEO and founder, Mr. David Hart, on the Zoom tonight. Obviously, you see the incredible background he's got. David, you're off to Europe tomorrow?
Absolutely. We're leaving to Europe, and Adele and I, we're using the travel site as well. And we've saved thousands of dollars. We're going to be there for 10 days doing business in Europe, and 4 different bookings, more than $1,000 in savings. And,
Wow.
whether doesn't matter what your economy is when it comes to travel, everybody wants to hook up and everybody wants to be able to save. And we do that here at Travorium. And guys, I want to tell you one of the principles that we have in our company, the first founding principle is that our product has to have value in the marketplace. And if you're somebody that travels or wants to travel, you're going to see extreme value in the marketplace when you access our travel site. Todd, I know that you guys are specifically talking about the travel site, but we have 4 incredible ways that people can travel. Free trip incentives, the travel site, which is net travel agent rates, and then of course, World Tours and Getaways. And we just have a plethora way for people to travel, save money, and experience more out of life. So.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we thank
incredible.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. People are saying thank you. Thank you. If you guys like that idea, put some hearts, some thumbs up, some claps, because obviously this entire thing, this entire vision of showing people how they can book at the travel agent rate, again, book for, we as a company say 70% off. Guys, I showed you 2 different places tonight that were 80% off. Sometimes they're only 19% off, 25% off, 30, but you saw some tonight that were 80-something% off. So that ability to book at the travel agent rate, that ability to tell 3 other people and earn your points at no cost to you, that ability to turn those points into the amazing vacations I showed you a moment ago, plus the trip incentive that you get. And Kyle described the one he went on to the Grand Mayan in Cancun. David and I actually went on one of those trip incentives. We went to Puerto Vallarta. We were down there at the Vedante property. So we were in a different location, but we went to the grocery store, Kyle, and we bought food. We had the full kitchen. And we actually went there and bought food and had stuff. And then we went to the restaurants too. But I mean, guys, it's an amazing trip incentive that you can go to. It's a top 5 resort in all of Mexico. When you're there, you're gonna be like, just the landscaping alone. You're like, who does all this? It's like a Disney production, just in the landscaping and all the lighted paths and the shrubs, the way that they're all trimmed and done, and the bridges and the lighting and the ponds, and it's all on the ocean. I mean, you're like, this is unbelievable. And guys, all of that is the vision here of Mr. David Hart. And of course, the part we didn't get to a moment ago was, hey, we told a few who told a few, it's spread around the world. And this has turned into something that's just gone beyond our dreams financially. For my wife and I, my wife managed a Kohl's department store for 20 years. And she recently got to tell her boss, hey, the travel people pay me 10 times what you pay me. It just doesn't make sense for me to work here anymore. Maria and Daryl, I mean, their business is exploding. They are multiple 6-figure earners in our company, doing what they want, when they want, with whom they want, anytime they want. Kyle, I mean, how many trips, Kyle? 29 trips?
Unbelievable, Kyle.
Yeah. This is a guy who's worked in the resort industry his entire life in Las Vegas, Nevada. He knows something about resorts, and he's traveling here with our company. And so, guys, it's something truly, truly incredible. Mr. David Hart will give you the final word.
Well, I just add on it. A good friend of mine, Greg Worthy, I've known him since we were since high school, and he went on our travel site, and his very first booking, the day that he signed up and got the membership, we wanted to take his wife for Valentine's Day, 2 nights down in San Diego, and he had already pre-booked it through a 5-star hotel. And he ended up coming onto our site and changing his reservation, got his money back on the Hyatt reservation, if I should say that, but it was a Hyatt hotel. And he booked it with our hotel, or with our travel platform, same hotel. And he saved $400+ in a 2-night stay. So he was like, dude, this is incredible. And from that, he's now excited about building the business side of the company. So you never know where it can take you. All over the world is a true statement. And you may not know people outside the country or speak a different language, but through social media and through the powership of relationships and our product, it could take you all around the globe.
Yeah, including the gentleman that just called me, Mr. Hart, that did the putting green for us. I forgot when he was first here and put in the putting green, he mentioned how much he paid to take his family to Mexico. And I showed him the video of our trip to Cabo San Lucas at Garza Blanca. And of course, we just traded in points and went for nothing, right? And he just looked at that like, okay, we got to get together. He goes, if I come over and bring my wife Can I take you guys out to breakfast? Will you share this with her? Okay, for you. Right? I mean, guys,
Very
just
good.
share it, and people are gonna. I mean, maybe not at first. Maybe you got to learn how to ask people the question and present it. Maybe it takes a little bit. If you're just sharing it long enough, it will fall on good people. Guys, we're gonna be back again tomorrow night with Danny Seguinal. I mean, his business is on fire. It's blowing up all over the world. He has an amazing story. He worked at a hospital, but he loved to travel. He was a customer with our company for 1 year before he ever thought about, hey, maybe I should go make money with this. He was just traveling all these places. And suddenly one day he had that epiphany. Hey, if I love saving money on travel, how many other people out there I know also love saving money on travel? He started to share it, spread all over the world, multiple six-figure earner. He's going to be here tomorrow night telling his story. All you got to do is invite someone to be here. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to say, hey, what are you doing tomorrow night at 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time? Anything that might be worth $100,000 to you this year? Anything? All right. Yeah, I want you to get on and hear from this guy. He's got a phenomenal story. I think it's going to blow you away. If you dig it, great. If not, that's okay too. But I just want you to hear his story. It won't take very long at all. Just invite someone here and let Danny do the work for you. We have Daryl and Maria just last night. Let them do the work for you. We got Pastor Deborah and Pastor Mel Keys. Let them do the work for you. Tonight, you got the CEO and founder on here, telling people about the company, what we're doing. Let him do the work for you. All you got to do is invite people, invite, and eventually you're going to find those people that'll take you all around the world to make your financial dreams come true. So guys, appreciate you. Thank you for being here tonight. Kyle, thank you so much. Jeff, Heather, happy birthday, Jeff. Thank you for sharing your story. Be safe out there driving the truck. Thanks, Heather. Bye, guys.
Awesome.